armored cars, and now, oops, I felt it. It's propaganda. But first it's armored cars where government will go first, and the event is on momentum, and so I won't take that at all because it will go away here. So I'm taking the operation and special activities. So let me check if anybody is at victory. No, but it's darn close. So what can I do to maximize my profit next round? Well, let's see if I can do something smart for once. Well, I will do that. I think I will do a garrison. I'm going to pay 3 resources for that. I can I can do it just, so I can do it once. And to maximize my profit, I'm going on police, taking it from Santiago de Cuba into this economic center. That will activate this guerrilla, and I can do a free assault to take it away. So I have cleared them out of that economic center. And my special activity is going to be an airstrike, and I'm going to airstrike this guy in La Habana, and that allow me to take both of these money things. Right? I think that should be allowed. 26th of July has to do a limited operation, so they can only do something in one area. They need to get the base out, so they will rally in provinces and cities without support, and they will replace by rallying. They will pay 1. They only have 1 money, so they will pay 1 to remove 2 guerrillas and add a base in Sierra Mastre, and that will increase their victory points to 8. That's what they can do. They go on to ineligible. We'll have propaganda. Okay, this one is coming up next. Okay, so now we check for victory, and there's no victory, so we will continue into the last round. We do incomes. There's no sabotage in economic centers, so the income for the government is 3, 6, 7, 8 from the economic centers, and aid is at 5. Okay, so they go up to 13. Then the 26th of July we get the number of bases, so that's 4. Oh, sorry, that's 3, because this is in the wrong space, so it's 3. The Directorio get 1, 2, 3, 4. They are quite rich. 1, 2, 3, 4. This game they have had a lot of money actually. The Syndicate. Then we get 3, 6, 15, 16. Then we get 16, 41. Oh no, they won't get it there because they do not outnumber police, so that's -3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, now we look for skim. Yeah, I'm skimming 4 resources there. 1. And the DR Directorio is skimming 2 resources from Las Villas. And this is neutral, but that's fine. Then there's cash deposit. So government gets 6, gets 18 resources from the cash. That's excellent. That's 36, no, 35. The government has a lot of cash now. The syndicate gets 6. 38. Now the support will deteriorate because I have less than 19, and aid is down by -10, so it's 0 again. There is no more airstrikes allowed. Now I can do a civic action, and I will actually do it. I will pay 8 resources to my 35 to get 2 support here from neutral to active. Then I'm up by 2. Now the 26th of July can do the same in provinces state control, but it's only 1. It's Sierra Mastre, they have maximum there. Now it's expat backing. They can no free rally in one space. They only have 1 dude. Now then they will rally, I think, for rally instructions at the deer base. So either one of these regions. I will do it randomly. 1, 2, 3, it's Camagüey. No, it's not. It's in Oriente. So what happens now? Let's see. Okay, so I will shift. They will do it in Las Villas because then they will still have control in Las Villas after the casino cells open. So that's fine. I'll do it there. Then there's redeployment. I can move any. Yeah, so I need to move my troops out of La Habana, put them in Las Villas actually, keeping the police as it is. No, I'm taking the police out of the economic centers now, and I'm putting them. No, I'll put them in Pinar del Rio. At least 1 in Pinar del Rio and 1 in Las Villas. I can't do it there because it's not government controlled. I honestly think that the biggest threat is going to be the syndicate. So I'm putting these guys here in Pinar del Rio. I think that's it. We flip underground guerrillas and remove terror markers. Open casinos. It's 9 open casinos now. So let's see, let's check every area now. Oh, nice. Syndicate. Okay, seems to be correct, and we can play Rodriguez Lueches. In the chaos that was on the propaganda card, I moved one piece too many. Actually, I put the police in here and I took a troop out, so I'm swapping the troop for a police. So now we have the correct situation. Okay. Yeah. Rodriguez Lueches, and the next one is Herbert Matthews. So now we have Rodriguez Lueches. Directoria goes first, and there's a special instruction on that. Okay, the special instruction for that card says that only specify if there are 2 available guerrillas, and Havana has a non-deer piece. Well, Havana has a non-deer piece, but there's not 2 guerrillas available. If that's not the case, you should choose Ops and Special Activity instead, so they will do that. They will choose Ops and Special Activities. They can assassinate in an active space. They can assassinate in Santiago de Cuba. I just made it active during propaganda. So they will do a terror there. Okay, and that's the only place that they can do a terror. They will terrorize the poor population of Santiago de Cuba. Terror marker. Shift 1 level towards neutral. We lose 1 victory point. And after that they will assassinate. But they cannot assassinate, so they will do no special activity. Now the government follows, and government can take the event. The government event is that you can remove on their guerrilla, or their resources -5. Yeah, I'll do that. I am removing 1 guerrilla from Las Villas, bring them down by 5, because then they will lose control and lose 2 victory points. Yeah, nice. Okay. And the next is Herbert Matthews. Will be the syndicate that goes first, and they will take this event. Fidel survival spur support to counterweights. There's 8 plus 10 and resources to Directoria plus 3 and syndicate resources plus 5. Well, the 8 doesn't really do much for me, because there's not going to be any more payment. Next propaganda, the game will end. Directoria resources plus 3 and syndicate resources plus 5. What can the 26th of July do? They need to get their support up, or their opposition up rather, but in order to do that they need to rally. They will rally here for 1, just to not allow the Directorio any free victory point or easy victory point there. Then they will rally, of course, in Sierra Mastre for 1, because then they will place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guerrillas there. That's it. We have the Operation Fisherman coming up, where government will go first. And the event is very interesting. I can shift Pinal del Rio 2 levels towards active support. Yeah, I'm taking the event, of course, because it goes from neutral to active support. The population in Pinar del Rio is only 1, but I'm up with 2, so I'm at 18. Directorio. If they remove 1 or 2 government or syndicate, will they add their control? Yes, that they will. They will do an attack in up to 3 spaces with any enemy, and at least 1 underground or 4 total deer guerrillas. So they will definitely do an attack here. Yeah, and that's the only place they will do an attack. The attack costs 1 resource, and they even do an ambush. The ambush will ensure the attack success, and it only activates 1 guerrilla. And I even get to place another guerrilla there, and I will remove evenly police first, so I remove 2 pieces, and Directorio has firmly regained control in Las Villas, and they're up by 2. At 9 again. Goodness, they are tough ones, these Directorio Now it's the Mafia offensive, which is interesting for the syndicate, but we're not playing that yet. We are now playing Alberto Bio. And you can see I have made these arrows here on the card, so this order of these two last factions should be shifted. That's the only card errata that's in the game. Event, well, who will be first? 26th of July. And they can free rally. In each space it has a base, as if it was neutral. 26th of July is going to do something very interesting. They take the event, so they are going to rally in Havana. But before that, according to Rule 141, I can remove my own pieces during an event. So if I'm going to rally in Havana, I can rally up to twice the population limit plus bases. That's 12, 13, 14. That's up to, I can place up to 14 guerrillas in Havana. In order to sneak some guerrillas in Havana, into Havana, I'm going to take 2 into Havana, 3 into Havana, 4. So I'm doing a combination of removing my own troops. I took 3 troops from Sierra de Mastra and put them into Havana, and 1 from the available forces. Syndicate, special operation, activity. They will actually pay 1 resource to rally. Actually, I think I need to do it randomly to find out where they will rally. So let's see. Green 3, yellow 2, it's in La Habana. So they will rally in La Habana. It's fine. After rally, they'll do a profit. They can place it in La Habana, so they'll do that. And also in Havana, so they'll do that as well. That is 2 profit markers placed. That's it. Mafia offensive, okay. Next one, oh! That's an early ending. There are a lot of cards left. Come on, look at this. There are many cards left. The round is over. This is the last propaganda. Only limited operations are allowed for the human player. Okay, so it's first it's the Directorio. On the Mafia offensive. Man, the Mafia offensive says 26th of July. Order executes a free limited operation, treating 1 syndicate piece as that faction's piece. So they are going to do a limited operation with a syndicate piece, as if it was their own. And they are going to terror with syndicate where there is support. Basically, they're going to do it in Havana, because that is the maximum shift. And the terror, syndicate terror, is that they will activate 1 underground guerrilla. They will activate a guerrilla in Havana, and they will terror. So we'll add a terror marker to Havana and shift support 1 opposition 1 levels towards neutral. So that means that the government just lost 6 victory points. That's down to 12. Yuck. Well, the government at least will get to do a limited operation. I can train, so I'll pay 3, I pay 4 resources for train here. I can put out these 4 guys. I'm training there. And I'm putting out 1 guy. And I'm also training there for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I put out 3 police. Is that enough? Just so Directorio loses control. They are down by 2. No, I'm not. So if I added that, I'm just adding that. I'm training with all 4 in Las Villas. Then I'm not adding anything here. I will buy civic action. So I'm buying 2 civic actions. That's 8. That will remove the terror marker and put this back up on active. And then it should be back at 18. But that's not enough. That's all I can do. Then the game ends. It's propaganda check, and now we will check if any are at victory. And now we have to admit that the syndicate has 9 open casinos and way more than 31 resources. So we have to declare the syndicate as winners. But I must admit, this was really tense, really tense, and quite fun. And I didn't see the syndicate winning coming so soon. I was hoping for a few more rounds so they can close up some casinos.
wrestle out the control for directorial there, and then I would be in a good position to win for the government. The 26th of July was really not anywhere close. I didn't feel they were close at any point during the game, actually. They probably should have used these capabilities more, and they still have a base left. So, well, I have played most with the government, so I feel more connected to them, or at least I feel more confident in playing them. But yeah, as always, great fun. I really enjoyed it, and I can only appreciate that you guys are watching and commenting, either on YouTube or at Board Game Geek. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Bye now, and see you soon.